It's Valentine!
Alright, what's up everybody? This is Keith Valentine Show. I'm joined here today by Mr. Asari Hay.
What's up?
Today, super excited to have the man, the myth, the legend, the back-to-back Special Ops top rep. Your back-to-back years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last year and the year before.
Manager of KPC. What does KPC stand for?
Knock, pitch, close.
All right.
Three simple things.
Yeah, three simple things. How'd you pick that?
Actually, D'Angelo came up with it. He was just brainstorming, and he's like, "What about KPC? Knock, pitch, close." And then just stuck ever since. We just went with it and wrote.
Heck yeah. That's freaking lit, dude. Well, yeah, that is what you guys do. You knock a lot of doors, you pitch a lot, and you close even more.
A ton.
So yeah, it is really cool to be here.
Sure.
Maybe you can just start off telling us how you got involved in door to door, kind of why you're here.
Yeah.
Just like how you got into this whole thing.
So yeah, the reason I got into door to door is I was in college, wasn't making any money. My parents were already dishing out a lot of money to like cover my housing, just like day-to-day living, and I was like, nah, they're like paying so much already for like school. I need to like go make some money for myself, right? I was working several jobs at the time, like delivery jobs, like Bite Squad and stuff like that to make some ends meet. But I was just like, hey, this is the time to take the risk. I'm 19 years old. What do I have to lose? And reason I came to this company specifically is this guy sitting right next to me. We were both going to Florida State. I think I was signed up to go to Vivint originally. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of my other buddies was working at Vivint for a year or two. But McKeithen just pretty much sold me on this opportunity instead of Vivint, and I think that worked out for the best. I think that was God's plan, really.
Yeah, I don't know if it was me. I don't know. We just connected right off rip. Like, I remember you invited me over to your house. It was actually over through Joe Queso that we met.
Yeah.
And
good guy.
Yeah, you just invited me over to your house. We freaking sparked up a bong, started ripping. It was lit.
Yeah, college days are wild.
College days are wild. But yeah, it was just that immediate.
Go Knowles.
Yeah, go Knowles. That immediate connection. It was freaking lit. Well, why door to door? Because I know that's something that not many people have heard of, but why did you view that as an option? Because you were signed on with Vivint originally. Mm-hmm. Why were you like pretty committed to trying door to door?
Just seeing the pay structure, I was like, okay, I'm making $12 hourly, $15 on good days, and I'm like, I'm working an 8-hour shift to make what, just around $100, less than $150, and then basically the pay structure that we had as security was like $150 for non-calls. That just means they have to have crappy credit, and then if they have okay or good credit, then that's like $350 for an account. So I was looking at that like, wow, like, and there's no cap to it, so it's really how much you want. And that's the thing, like, whenever I go to an organization, I'm always going to put myself at the forefront, and take accountability to have like logistics ran well, even if that's not like my specific job. It's just because I just care a lot. And then also when you're working with other people, you kind of have to pick up the slack for other people, especially if they're not a hard worker as you are.
Yeah.
So seeing that, I was like, no, I work way too hard. Like, why would I be working hard for other people that are getting paid the same amount of me and doing less, and then working hard for a boss that is doing nothing and getting paid way more than all the other people? So I'm like, something has to change, and I just decided I got to boss up myself. Went into door to door.
Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome. Did it not scare you, like, oh, the potential that I might go out and, knock for a whole day and not make any money? Is that not like nerve-wracking?
I mean, at first it was probably scary. I mean, this was 4 years ago. Also though, I was a kid in college. Like, I was ready to just take it on. Like,
yeah,
not all my friends, but You and Joe were doing it. You guys were my closest friends at that time. Hung with you guys like every day. Pretty much lived with Joe. And then meeting D'Angelo, Anton, Ethan, Tyler Johnson, like all those people like motivated me to want to win because they were winners.
Yeah.
It was
Dude, it's the culture of success, man. It's so fire how
definitely.
you get around like-minded people who are also willing to take big risks at a young age, to do big things, to be accountable for their actions. Be like, you're accountable for yourself and how you do, but like I want you to do well too, just because we're in this culture together. I love that. Tell us about that first summer. How did it go knocking alarms?
It was a eye-opening experience. It was a humbling experience. It showed me that I need to work harder. I was working hard that summer. I worked every day that summer. Didn't have the greatest summer in terms of accounts. I think I got like 40 accounts. However, it was my first year, so I was still proud of myself and ended up making way more money than I would have made had I stayed back home in Florida. So that worked out. Alarms, it was a great experience for molding because I feel like if you start like selling alarms, then you can kind of sell like anything from there. Because alarms there were so many factors involved with alarms where you weren't just selling the person, you had to like make that emotional connection because you were basically being the person that wanted to provide protection for their family. So it's not just like hey, I have this product. It's like, hey, I have this thing that you can actually use a part of your lifestyle to keep you guys secure. So it was an interesting product, a hard product to sell, but definitely not too hard because, we were knocking right around COVID time, I believe. Yeah. So I think the pitch was like, when like the economy gets bad, what goes up? Like crime. Little things like that. And it was true because like the crime was alarming during COVID, like especially for like the places we were going to, like Pine Bluff. So
Crime Bluff.
Crime Bluff. Yeah. So I bet like we definitely changed a lot of lives for the better, for sure.
Did you have any foundational experiences you can remember from that first year? At least one that comes into my mind was that your very last day of the summer, okay? Because you were about to go home on that Friday or that Saturday. Okay, good summer. And then Colt, I remember him telling you like, no, I'm sorry, you got to knock this last day, this Saturday.
Yeah.
You were about to take it off. Tell us, do you remember what happened?
Yeah, I was not really feeling it. I was just exhausted from the summer. But I was like, hey, boss man wants me to go knock this last door. I mean, this last day. So let me go out and see what I can do. And I think I got like my best day.
Yeah.
Got like 3 that day, and that was like my highest day. Made like close to $1,000 that day. And I was like, wow, this sucks that I'm leaving, but I'm pumped for next year. So let's go.
Yeah.
And then like next year came around and we were like, we're switching companies. And I'm like, no, what am I going to do now? But everything all works out.
Yeah. What was that like? So how much money have you made in door to door? Like your
overall?
First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year.
Okay. I think first year was like $8,000. Second year was like $18,000. Third year was $65,000. Fourth year was $102K. And then this is my 5th year.
Dude, that's freaking insane. That's nuts. He's been going up and up and up ever since.
Got to.
Yeah.
Can't stay stagnant.
Okay. And then like with that money that you've made, you've decided to buy a house. How have you gone into making that decision? Like, that's a crazy thing.
It is
such
crazy.
A young age.
For real. Honestly, I don't like staying at my parents' house. I love my mom. Mom, if you're watching this right now, love you. But she knows.
He does love his mom. He talks about you all the time.
For sure. But she knows that I like my independence. I've always been like that. So I was renting in Tallahassee, and a tornado came through my house. Crazy, like how often do tornadoes come through Tallahassee? But not only did a tornado come through like my house, it ripped off like the roof and trees fell on the house. So basically, the rental property was screwed. Owners just said, "Hey, you guys can't live here anymore. Nothing we can do for you." So I had some decisions to make. I was at like a crossroads where you can go like left, right, straight. You have like some avenues you can take, and I was just like, hey, I'm making good money. I don't plan on stopping sales for a while because like I need to keep making money, keep stacking up, keep providing for my family. So wait, where was I? I said I was making good money.
You're living in Tallahassee. The tornado came through. You're at the crossroads.
Tornado came through, got to the crossroads, and I was just like, okay, I cannot be renting anymore because like if I'm making all this money, why am I making this money to pay a landlord? Like I'm supporting someone else's dreams, and I know that I'm going to be making money for the continuous future. Why not get an asset right now early, while I'm still doing the sales? So that's just really where I went. I just thought it would be the smarter decision to build an asset instead of just keep paying rent income.
Okay.
Rent was cheaper, but it is what
wasn't.
it is.
It was going back into your pocket. It was going into someone else's pocket.
Comes at a cost.
Yeah,
for sure.
Very cool. And you got a degree too. Tell us about that. Your degree. Why? I don't know. Do you think education is still important?
Definitely. I think education is important. I think the ways of getting educated, there's different like outlets you can take. Like college isn't for everyone. I liked college because of the foundation, the structure, the community. However, some people just go on YouTube and learn a shitload of stuff. They learn more than people in college learn. So like there's different ways to get educated. So education is important, but college isn't necessary. I did get a degree from Florida State in public health. I really just chose it because I thought it would be relevant. I was kind of in between majors. I was like, what? I don't know what I want to do. Like, I'm in sales right now. Like, I don't know like what I want for like a long-term career. So I saw COVID come around, and I was like, public health must be relevant. Like, if there's gonna be a pandemic, then I guess this degree I could use it if I needed to.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I just went with that, and I was doing like college courses while knocking in the summer, while producing high numbers, finishing my classes at night, my homework, doing like online classes and whatnot, and I was able to graduate with I believe like a 3.4 GPA. Pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Talking about public health, I mean, right, I don't know if you saw recently, but the whole like proposal to ban fluoride in the drinking water. Did you see that?
Oh wow, no, I didn't.
Dude, it's crazy. I think this is like I don't know, it's been happening in just state after state. Like Utah and Idaho have already banned it, and then some other states as well. But yeah, they're like banning fluoride in the drinking water. I don't know if you have any like initial thoughts when I say that, or thoughts about the whole like
fluoride. That's the stuff that's like good for your teeth, right?
Yes, it is also a known neurotoxin though.
Neurotoxin.
So it's
Okay.
like a brain poison.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
wow.
good. It's good for your teeth, like enamel, like your strength of it, but it's also like kills your brain and it like increases like, I mean, ever since they've been putting fluoride in drinking water, like Alzheimer's and dementia have been on a super rise.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought you
That's
might
an interesting topic. I didn't know about all that, but
yeah. Or about like the Make America Healthy Again, like Bobby Kennedy. Do you know anything about that? No, okay. You gotta stay up to date with your public
I know
health,
he
man.
was in charge of like the what you call it? Oh, the agriculture and the what department is he ahead of?
He's kind of like EPA, but he's really
Environmental like
protection agency.
Okay,
And FDA
gotcha.
as well.
Yeah.
Also crazy. Did you know that FDA's largest supporters, like funders, are Coca-Cola and Pepsi?
I did not know that, but that makes sense. There's a lot of Coke and Pepsi products.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's craziness,
Oh,
but
it is.
hey, we do what we do. Let's hear a pitch from the KPC legend, #1 special ops rep. Yeah,
Sure.
you want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we custody.
Simple, bet.
Hello.
Hey, sorry to bug you. Real quick, we are going to have a few service trucks in the area this week, just doing a ton of work with all the satellites. Are you guys still using the DirecTV service here?
Yeah, we have DirecTV.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly why I'm here. Only reason that we're still out here today, it's just that a number of the neighbors with service, they've been calling in, complaining. Some have even threatened to leave already due to that monthly price just slightly being higher than it was. You look like you already know.
Oh yeah, no,
what I'm talking about.
ours just keeps going up.
Yeah, man, you're not alone. A lot of people are thinking about cutting the cord. We're trying to keep people happy and on the satellite, just seeing what price we can get them down to, back to the promotional level. With you, though, see if we can do anything. How many TVs you got?
Just have one TV hooked up.
Just one TV? Okay. Do you have any, premiums on that? That HBO, Showtime, Star, Cinemax?
No, we just kind of watch just the local stations, and
Just the locals.
I like click on ESPN every now and then.
For sure. Catch some games. Okay. So, yeah, you are keeping it pretty basic. With one TV, I imagine your bill's not anywhere over $80 a month. Is it anywhere over there?
Oh yeah, no, our bill's up to, we're paying $150 right now.
150?
Yeah, yeah. No, we were thinking about
Holy
just
moly.
cutting it off and doing streaming.
Yeah, I would have cut it off probably a while back. That is a really high rate. We could definitely see about getting that down because it's one of the higher rates I've been seeing today. It really just depends on the main receiver. Do you know which one you have? If it's the HR 24, 34, 44, or the 54 model?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No clue. Depending on what the model says, it lets me know what I can get the price back down to. Let's just take a quick peek at it, and I'll let you know what we can do.
Yeah, come on.
That's it.
Nice. That's freaking awesome. You get in the house, and then you freaking what?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll go to the box and be like, okay, this is I know about the models and all the years because I did my research. So if it's a HR 24, they are so old. Those are from 2012, 2011.
Yeah.
HR 34, they don't even have recorders. So if they have an HR 34, I'll probably sell on a recorder saying hey, you're paying all this money for an advanced receiver, because it will literally say that on the bill. But this receiver isn't advanced at all. It's from 2013 and it doesn't even have recording capabilities.
Yeah.
And then go into our receiver, the Hopper, go from there. Or I'll just go straight for the bill. Maybe the box isn't that big of a concern for them. They're like, no, it works fine. Okay, perfect. Biggest concern for us, though, is that price. Let's see what we can do to get that down. Do you have a paper statement? Grab a paper statement. My biggest thing, what I do when I look at the breakdown of the bill, any credits, if they have credits that are rolling off, especially soon, be like, this price is a little high what it is. However, I don't want June to come around and the price jumps $55, because it's going to, no matter what you do. Even if you try to call in and get this same credit, you're still going to have to pay a higher bill for at least 1 month. So at that point, I'm like, here's what I can do for you. I do a temperature check, because sometimes I'll be like, are you afraid of change? Or sometimes I'll just go straight into it. TV industry is a bit backwards. Existing customers are the ones getting swept under the rug. New customers are the ones, getting the best deals and offers. Loyalty is not provided in the game. So what we've been doing for people that are kind of getting raked over the coals, have been seeing the price go up and up and up, even though they've been paying their bill on time, actually just been getting them over as new customers on the Dish platform. And then right there, I'll give it an awkward moment of silence to see if they say anything. If they don't say anything within those split 3-4 seconds, so have you had Dish before, or have you heard of Dish, or that, and they open up from there. Or I'll just go straight into it, not even ask them a question, just be like, yep, Dish and Direct, 2 main satellite providers for America. It's just that Direct TV has been going up on rates tremendously for people that have had it for at least over 2 years now. So Dish is sending us out to see what we can do to compete for business, give people the same exact channels, actually updated equipment, because the equipment is light years ahead of Direct TVs. And then also our pricing, that's the biggest thing, like I was saying before, tends to be 30 to 40% cheaper than all the Direct TV bills. Especially if they're not like watching sports. DirecTV is awesome for sports, but if it's Little Miss Sally and she likes to watch The Virginian and whatever she likes to watch, then she doesn't need this DirecTV at that point
Yeah.
because she's pretty much paying for stuff that she's not using.
Yeah.
Why the reason I think DirecTV's bills are so high is because they're spending like so much money on out of markets like sports programs, just out of market programs in general, and then also AT&T is a shady company. They just raise rates regardless.
Yeah, and to like the DirecTV, they're phasing out the satellite entirely. Like the newest receiver box is from 6 years ago now at this point.
That the 54, the Genie,
Yeah, like the wireless one.
the wireless Genie, the tower, that's from
HS.
6 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
2019.
HS is like 170. Oh wow,
Dude,
Oh,
I've been going into people's houses,
That's
just
crazy.
flicking up the bottom of the receivers. Average, I see 2013 to 2016. So I'm like, they've got you on 12-year-old equipment here. And
Yeah.
they say it's the newest. Well, it is the newest for DirecTV because they
For
haven't had
sure.
any new equipment. They're phasing out the satellite and just doing the streaming. You've probably seen like DirecTV stream, right? Yeah. So they're your business. They don't even care to keep it. And that's why you're stuck on this old equipment. Dude, I love your process and the way that you go through it. What do you think it is that sets you apart from so many other reps?
The desire to just want to win all the time. I know people want to win, but like
You want to win.
I want to win, and it's just like I'm an immigrant. Like I need to make the most of my American experience. I need to live that dream that they say. So I gotta go hard.
Yeah. Dude, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. What are you hoping to do this year with your personal sales and with your team? What are you trying to do this year that maybe you, I don't know, what are like the top priorities for you?
I'm trying to get over 2,000 installs. That would be nice. We definitely have the guys to do it. Just got to dial in. I'm trying to see everyone hit their goals. I'm trying to see someone beat me this year in my office. That'd be lovely. Because I'm still gonna go hard, but like to see someone like go harder than me would be crazy awesome. Because
Yeah.
then I'd see like the kind of the seeds I was planting in other people, and they're growing now and like passing me. That's like when you know like your leadership has done well.
Dude, you got the guys in France, D'Angelo, Pause, Hayden. You got a ton of guys here who have for
For
really
sure.
quality. You got Quan this year too. Like
Money bags.
money bags, yo. You definitely got some good competition.
Definitely.
Yeah. How has something that I've noticed this like culture shift since I've gotten back, because I left for 2 years to do a mission trip, and I came back, and I've noticed a culture shift across all the guys and across all the teams. And like, you know, TJ, he's posting, you know, motivational and spiritual like Christian thoughts. Also, like when I was in Armada, they start their morning meetings with a prayer, and you know that wasn't necessarily like
That's awesome.
the thing that was happening, but I've noticed this culture shift of just everybody's coming to a true faith of Jesus Christ, and they want to make God a more involved part of their lives. I know it's been happening to you too.
For sure.
Maybe you can walk us through just how that's happened and what role it's played on you.
Well, traditionally, I grew up in like a strong Christian household, always going to church on Sundays. Mom is a big believer, so I always had those roots from a young age. But as of recently, with just like the world being as crazy as it is, and people just need prayer, and God answers. He heals. He's the reason like why we're able to be here, in my opinion. Some people believe in evolution. I believe in the Bible. So just keeping that faith with God and knowing that He's going to take care of you as long as you do your groundwork here on earth. Your Heavenly Father will do His work up there. Yeah, I've noticed that more people are more faith driven. I feel like because they're seeing like how God works, especially getting older and maturing, and just choosing to want to follow in the steps of the Lord. So it's
Dude,
awesome.
He is the best example of how to live a a successful, happy life, like
Prosperous life.
prosperous life.
For sure.
And he really does, like our Father in heaven, he loves us so much and he cares about us. He wants us to succeed, probably more than we want ourselves to succeed.
For sure.
Just crazy.
He knows more about you than you know about yourself. So you can learn a lot from him just by talking to him, reaching out, and he'll show you things all the time.
Do you have any experiences where you've felt that, or you've come to see that?
Nothing like super specific. I just think he just always has this force field around me, like just angels on assignment, just wherever I go, just like on my back, lifting me up, just angels like showing me wisdom, like don't take that corner, take this corner, just like, yeah, he's just always here.
Yeah, constantly being led and guided.
Yes, sir.
I love that. What advice would you give to a new oncoming rookie, a first-year guy coming out and doing this job?
Advice is prepare to fail. It's not easy. I think like the average salesperson wins like 10% of the people they talk to. So it's a lot of rejection. Even when you get super experience, you're still always like learning things. Human psychology is always constantly growing. So it's just like, yeah, prepare to fail. And if you can prepare to fail and like lock in and like get through that initial like phase, because anything hard is going to be like, it's going to take some time to get it. However, knowing that you have people that are surrounding you that have done it before, you can learn from resources. Surround yourself with the leaders. I was watching Noah's podcast. He was talking big about the leaders, how he wasn't really listening to the leaders at first. He wished he would have listened to them more. Definitely listen to them because they paved the way. They've everything that you have gone through doing door to door as a new person, or you're going through, they've gone through probably 3-5x. So knowing that someone can share that same experience with you and you can learn from each other, it's great. So new guys, pay attention to the leaders, prepare to fail, but also just work as hard as you can and know that you're not going to suck forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persevere, get through it.
40 accounts my first year, 334 last year. So
Nuts. Talk about improvement. And it's just that way. I think that growth mindset is something that is very unique and prominent in this space, the self-help space, but also like sales space. You have to be a self-helper. You have to be wanting to learn and grow and always improve in this job if you want to succeed. Otherwise, you'll fail. So always trying to learn and grow, being responsible for your actions. You just learn so many good principles in doing this job that you don't really learn anywhere
yeah, you
else.
learn about life, really.
Yeah.
Being out there in the field every day, a random state and town you don't know of, talking to people, getting your face kicked in, and like learning how to like talk to this person because they want to be talked to a certain way, and just like personality styles and all of that good stuff. Like you just learn about people in general, just how like the world works, communication goes.
Yeah. Sell me on Dish. Why is Dish the best opportunity right now for door-to-door sales guys?
Yeah, Dish is awesome because there's not many companies that do it. Caliber is one of the only ones I know. So not a whole lot of competition. DirecTV, they've been failing their customers. They've not a great company as of recent years. So it makes it easier to sell Dish when you know that they're the direct competitor. They have the same like kind of processes, same kind of equipment. However, Dish just tends to care a little bit more. That starts with the pricing, actually updating their equipment. Dish's equipment, like I was saying, was light years ahead of DirecTV's with the 16 tuners versus like the 5 tuners and all that great stuff for recording. Yeah, so Dish is the opportunity because there's very minimal competition. The pay structure is high. Just starting out, you can make a lot of money, but once you've actually got some sales under your belt, Caliber takes care of you, as me and Mickey know.
Yeah.
For sure. So Yeah, pay structure is high, minimal competition, and we're saving people money. Who doesn't like saving money? It's like
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. How many times can you go up, like if you're selling pest or solar or alarms? You're never
Here, I'm here to add a bill.
Add
It's
a
like,
bill.
oh, actually, I'm here to reduce a bill.
Yeah.
You already have this. Why not just save some money on it?
Yeah.
Why pay more than you have to for the same thing?
Dude,
It's a no-brainer.
it
To
really
me,
is.
at least. That's what I try to communicate to the people, though, too.
Yeah. And you do a good job of that. Yeah, that's very cool. I definitely think that Dish still has a lot of good years left in front of it. There's just so many people that still have cable or direct TV. Like,
Yeah.
we get leads of people who aren't streaming, that we go only to the people who we know are interested. We go to the people that we know have the service already, whether it's cable or satellite, and we go and offer them a better thing. And so it's not like you're knocking on every single door trying to find somebody who's thought about getting an alarm, or somebody who has thought about who has like a big problem with bugs in their house, that they're not already using Joe Schmo down the road, where they can ask him to do it for $10 a month, and you're trying to do it for $90 to $100 a month. So it is it is a great product to be selling, especially now. It's kind of like the prime time right now that we're in for Dish.
For sure. And anyone can grasp the concept of selling Dish. It's not hard. It's super simple. Like, hey, you have this. I'm going to switch you over to this because it's going to be the same thing at X amount less.
Mm-hmm.
Super, super simple. So it's great for getting people into sales that always wanted to try their hand into sales. This is a great entry level sale, because new people are getting it so quickly, and the retention year by year, people are coming back because they're realizing the growth and how easy, well, not how easy, but like how possible it is to have other people to come on and experience the same things.
Yeah. I want to talk with this about you, just because I don't know, you've been there probably from the beginning, way from the beginning, more than almost anybody else in the history of special ops. How have you seen the culture of special ops change over the years?
Crazy.
And and I guess, like, did you ever see it becoming what it is now?
No, not at all. Not in my wildest years. It's amazing, man. It's really just blown up. I think when first year we had 10 people.
Yeah.
10
We
people.
finished the summer like 8 or
Finished the
something.
summer with 8. That's crazy. And now we're way over 100.
Mhm.
Probably will be over 200 next year. It's just like every year it just seems to be exponentially growing, because people are realizing that, wow, this is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And the people that are in this opportunity and have been in this opportunity really want other people to win.
Mhm.
They want other people to enjoy the benefits that they've seen for themselves. So
Yeah.
it's awesome culture.
Awesome culture. And I want to talk about just how you've grown as a leader and as a manager. Like, you've got a solid team under you now. And
For sure.
I see how you've developed into this leader type person, where you're able to not just manage and do the things of, okay, get the guys out to area, draw area, like that simple stuff.
Mhm.
But you really inspire, and you set a pace for work ethic. How has this job maybe helped you in developing your leadership abilities?
Yeah.
And then what ways has that benefited you in your life?
Great question. Yeah, with leadership, I've always known I wanted to do it since a young age. I was always that person, on the playground, let's pick teams. You're gonna be a captain. I'm always orchestrating stuff, so I always knew I wanted to be in a leadership role, and keeping me in this leadership role with Caliber keeps me very motivated, because I take a personal responsibility within myself to produce high numbers, because whatever you're producing, your team's going to follow, and I very much believe that. So that's kind of why I've been going so hard, because I want my team to match me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
You had another question, didn't you?
It was kind of like two questions in
In
one.
one.
It was a poorly worded question.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, okay, how do you see your leadership abilities that you've and the skills that you've learned here transferring into the rest of your life, future opportunities?
Yeah. I feel like the skills that I'm learning here can help in all parts of life, like not just like your work life, but with family and friends too. Just learning how to talk to people and hearing them out and being receptive and just being that listening ear really goes a long way for people, because you never know how much someone may need that. So that's been pretty awesome to be able to learn from that experience and like take that experience into other aspects of my life, so I can share it with other people and grow from there. Yeah.
Okay, close us off. Do you have, if I guess like I'm putting you on the spot here, but if you had a mantra, like an affirmation, something that you know to be true, you believe, you say to yourself, and it's like your view of philosophy in the world. Like, what is Asari Hay's mantra?
That's a wild question. My view and philosophy of the world. What's yours? So I can get some like inspiration.
All people are divinely created, have divine potential, and are divinely guided. It is up to us, though, to choose if we're going to reach that potential or to fall by the wayside.
I got you. So my mantra of the world, I'd say manifestation is key. If you can see yourself in a position, you will be in that position as long as you take the steps to work towards that position. So just believe in yourself, believe in your values, believe in your faith. Always keep that strong foundation, never switch up, and you'll go to where you need to go. It doesn't come automatically, it's a process, but like we were talking about before with God, he's always watching over. He's always making sure like people are being taken care of. That's his job. So as long as you do your job here on earth and do the things you need to do to continuously advance yourself and be successful, you will be successful. So manifestation's key.
Believe, see, and never ever give up.
Never.
Never give up. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, it's been a great podcast. This is my first one. I kind of want to do more podcasts.
It's
just
fun.
like talking on a camera.
Dude, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you. I love you.